Jessica, on your right. Let's see the front. Turn those shoulders a bit.
Jessica, down here, right here.
Jessica! Sam,
Get right in front here.
and the side.
Jessica, look back. Look back. Hey, Jessica, the front of the girl one more time.
Diễn viên điện ảnh Jessica McClain đến từ Hollywood. Bên cạnh việc đóng phim, làm người mẫu, cô còn tham gia nhiều hoạt động cộng đồng ở thành phố Beverly Hills, nơi cô cư ngụ, và thường có ý kiến mạnh mẽ về các vấn đề chính trị và xã hội. Trong một dịp gặp gỡ ở vùng Little Saigon, cô đã trả lời một số câu hỏi của PhoBolsaTV liên quan đến ứng cử viên tổng thống Mỹ thuộc Đảng Cộng Hòa mà hiện nay cô đang ủng hộ, tỷ phú Donald Trump.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. I appreciate your question. About 6 months ago, I actually wrote a letter to the mayor of Beverly Hills, an application, because I've always immersed myself into history, not only the U.S. history, but foreign history as well. And I wanted to immerse myself more into the community, not only on a regional level, but on a national level when it comes to the political and economic structure of the U.S. and our relations with foreign countries. So I'm a huge advocate of Donald Trump. And the reason for that is primarily for what we represent in the U.S. with our economy, our homeland security policy, and our immigration policy. I'm 100% for and in support of immigration and 100% against illegal immigration. I feel that the opportunities and the doors that open up for immigrants that have come through to the country and to the U.S., done that the proper way with all the documents, are very welcome here. Where our country has never disqualified anyone from an opportunity when it comes to work and community and living standards. But it closes the doors off to that when we continue to allow illegals into the country by the thousands. So it's really damaging to the structure of our country when we do that. Another problem we have encountered too, which Trump has pretty much blatantly stated, is our homeland policy and foreign security situations with other countries, and primarily in the Middle East and in Mexico. It's a huge problem. It has to be stopped. The security needs to heighten. It's very sad that terrorist act after one more terrorist attack and bombing continues to happen, not only throughout the U.S., but just this morning in Brussels. And I find it really sad and overwhelming that our current U.S. administration and government's not doing anything about that or acknowledging where we need to take action and prevent this type of disaster, horrifying disaster around the world from happening. It's sad, it's unfortunate, and not only does it affect people living in the U.S., but it scares people from travel. It prevents the revenue and economy to grow in other countries because people no longer want to spend money or travel to those countries because of fear that they're going to walk in some place and it's going to be bombed, erupted with explosions and crime. So I'm hoping this year that Trump will really put into effect not only a policy plan that will work to build economic structure, but to maintain and secure the safety and the policies that America does represent, and allow people from other countries to come here and feel like they can flourish and they can work and generate good success for them and for their families as well.
Being such a supporter to Donald Trump, probably you already heard a lot of negative critique about him, such as he will be divisive to the party and to the country, or he's racist, or he's looking down to women, etc. What can you tell about that?
First of all, Trump is one of the most well-known, most highly respected business individuals over the years. There's not one case that's been brought against Donald Trump for any sexual discrimination or discrimination against minorities. If you look at the structure of the companies that he's built over the years, some have fallen, but primarily most have succeeded. He's given 90% of his jobs to minorities, including the Hispanic community and the Black community. Trump has not ever acknowledged or even in the slightest accommodated any type or form of racism or discrimination. The media and the Democratic Party wants to turn that into something. For instance, all the protests that have occurred in Chicago, if people were wanting to protest in their own community and help reformat that, they should be doing that against the own crime and the murders and the violence that's happening within them, not protesting a Trump rally. Not once have you ever seen any Trump supporters or Ted Cruz supporters protesting against a Democratic candidate, not once. So Trump is up there. His ratings are at the top in the polls for the Republican Party. And I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to seeing where Trump can come out on top. And I think right now it's going to be between Hillary and Trump. And Trump has a very solid chance at winning the election for the next president of the United States.
But you are a woman. You feel like Trump looking down to the woman?
Absolutely not. Trump is complete supporter, and he's not a person that is anti-female work environment whatsoever. I mean, you look at his daughter, Ivanka Trump, highly successful, has her own clothing line, beautiful, wonderful person. A few friends of mine have worked with Trump. He's a nice individual. He can be crass and he can be a little bit bold, but Donald Trump is not afraid of being someone that is politically incorrect. He's not someone that's going to support being politically correct. He says it exactly like it is. He calls things out. He stands by what he says he's going to do, and he's put up all of his own money. He's never taken millions of dollars from other supporters. He's fronted the majority of his funds for all of his campaigns, all of his rallies. He's a solid guy. We really need something to restructurize this country as far as the structure of the economic plan, our security, our homeland security, our foreign policy, and allowing those immigrants to come here legally and build an amazing future for themselves and for their families. And so I'm a huge supporter of him. He has my vote, and I'm sure he would appreciate many of you out there giving him opportunity to feel the same.
U.S. presidential race, not only watching by American people, but by people all over the world. As Donald Trump supporter, to summarize this talk, what can you tell people out there about so-called your candidate?
The first thing I would say, at the end of the day, do your research. Google your facts. Learn about all the other articles that are out there outside of the mainstream public media. So outside of Fox or CNN or MSNBC, do your research, find out what's out there, and read upon that. Google the history, learn about the candidate, and really immerse yourself into who they are, what structure they're coming from, who do they support, what rights, what do they say about certain bills and the constitutional amendment, and what they want to pass, and how supportive they are for each individual topic. That's important. Just study and do your research instead of letting the media just feed you what they think we want to hear.
We just heard from Hollywood actress Jessica McClain about Donald Trump. Hopefully this message will be heard by Donald Trump's campaign and his opponents as well. Chúng ta vừa mới nghe nghệ sĩ, diễn viên từ Hollywood Jessica McClain nói về ông Donald Trump, một ứng cử viên của Đảng Cộng Hòa cho chức vụ Tổng thống của năm 2016. Hy vọng thông điệp này cũng sẽ tới với lại ông Donald Trump và kể cả đối thủ của ông trong những ngày tới. Câu chuyện của chúng tôi chấm dứt ở đây. Xin kính chào quý vị khán giả của chương trình PhoBolsaTV. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate all the support. Go Donald Trump for 2016, and I thank you to the Vietnamese community for their time, and I appreciate the interview. Go Trump.